Hello, hello. Here, give me 1 second, everybody. We'll get up and running. All right. All right, we're continuing our... Oh. We're apparently continuing nothing. Here, give me a second. This should bring it online. Or not. Is it up? There it is. We're going to continue our playthrough of Memories in Orbit today. And then we got a little bit of a game demo to play later on in the stream. Checking it out for a company. All right, let's go ahead. Continue what we were doing. All right, now it's fun time to remember what the heck we were doing and when. Let me see here. I really need to do my controller review so that I can hook up my new controller, because this one is on its everlasting last leg. Can't remember how I Oh yeah, I remember now. We were on a boss. We were on a stinking boss. Yeah, I need to practice, apparently. Yeah. All right, let's attune, get our health back real quick. All right, so jump. Man, I gotta like get my crap together. I am not playing like I have been. Let's get over here and attune again. Son of a gun. Try this again. Beautiful. Let's go from here. All right, beautiful. Let's see. All right. I love that mushroom coffee. And let's hope this thing doesn't murder us to death. He's gonna hit. Oh no! I need to phase. I must have got hit hard. I gotta remember that phase thing, because that thing saves your life so many stinking times, and I keep forgetting it. All right, so we got four health here. Come on, buddy, come on. Ah. Okay, here we go. Gosh, dang it. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. He's gonna hit down. I don't know what this is. Okay, come on. Oh, nuts. Okay, let's hope that we survive this. Come on, baby. Oh, no. Don't do that. Nuts. Gosh, I can't believe I did it. I didn't think I was gonna defeat this boss today. I literally thought I was like, there's no way I'm defeating this thing today. And I did it on the third attempt. Oh man, whew. That one hurts your hands though. Whoo! That one really does you in. Gosh. Whew. This is why I love these games though. This is why I love like Metroidvania kind of games and, you know, Souls-like games, because the payoff and the adrenaline dump from actually defeating something that's taken you a while to defeat is just like so rewarding. The Breath Spring. Ooh. This may be the second part of the body that I needed to hit.
A drop.
Oh, actual.
In the ocean.
Actual voice acting.
Tangled vines among withering stars.
Oh, wow.
My garden. It grew boundless. From eye to heart, livelier than ever. Yet its blooms hide deeper, darker roots. A hunger that cannot ever be satiated.
Wow.
And then there's you, again. The
Again?
little sapling who wished to save the sun. Will you do it, sapling? Will you give back what you have been gifted? It matters little. Have my voice. Do what you please with it.
Oh, wow.
I don't care.
Whoa. So I just downloaded whatever power that they just gave me. The breath, the voice that carries a weight of difference. And it's cool that your character slows down almost in like reverence to these higher powers within this universe. At this time, to breathe, the breath was dormant. No, it can't be. Why did they give up their duty? Was there no hope in stopping the gloom water? I need to go back and bring the news to the others. What about fixing the library? Guess I already went up there. Is there something that Is there a new ability that I have by chance that I don't know about yet? No? Because there's still, if I'm not mistaken, I marked this spot on the map. Yeah. So we've already explored all that, but that spot there, I need to figure out what it is I can do to get up there. All right, let's charge up. Yeah, that doesn't do nothing. The gate's open. It has to be done. Through their voice persists. She holds the breath's voice. Who is she? If I knew, I would gladly tell you. All right, we're gonna attune and go back. Need to go to the Overseer's pathways. Let's go ahead. Let's travel here because we need to go back to the main area and establish the breath with the main portion, I'm assuming. Yeah, you were attuned to the voice of the breath. I'm glad to hear it through you. Despite their apparent indifference, they were a gentle soul, deeply caring about all living things and even more deeply invested in our true mission. It's no wonder then that they took the breath of the library and the flood of their gardens as a treason. The fact that they are with you now shows they haven't completely lost hope. Their name was Amitis. Let them be remembered. I'm assuming as soon as that hits, yeah. Pearl severed. Amitis the breath. Alright, so now we have the eye and the breath. And then I'm assuming the spine, the hand, and the blood are all going to be their own thing. But yeah. I almost feel the gust of wind from here. Yeah, the blood is the one that I was having the issues with. That I don't know what I can do to change getting over there. There's certain areas within this as well that I'm like kind of confused on where I can go. Because there's definitely a spot there that you could attune with. And there was a spot that went down. I'm gonna go and check something. I don't know if I can do anything yet, but I'm gonna go and check stuff. Let's see if we got anything here. Yeah, I want that coding versus whatever they're trying to give me. I'm gonna go through here first. There was a way to do something there. At least I thought there was. There's a way down. I just don't know how yet. Okay, let's see. I don't know what that spot is. There's certain spots that I'm like, I know why I can't get through that. But yeah, we've... Go up. Alright, so that took me up there. So let's go down. Down and around. So down to the right. I think, yeah, we go here. Go through here. We've been through there. We fought the guy in here. Yep, now we go down here. Once again, I don't know. Anything can be done in here? There's an exclamation point here, and I don't know why. Is it because of the spot above it that I can't get through that wall? No? Why the heck did I mark that then? Hey, what's going on, Jen? How you doing, buddy? Welcome on in, dreamers. Welcome on in. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Spaz McGee. We do everything from retro to indie games, as well as a little bit of Arc Raiders on this channel. So if you guys enjoy that kind of content, would love for you guys to stick around, hang out with me, give me a follow. And yeah, welcome on in. We keep things silly in here. We like to be lighthearted and have some fun. So what were you up to today? If you guys aren't following my good friend General Andrews, make sure you stop in, give this guy a follow. He does everything indie speedrunning, Currently doing a lot of Mega Man on his channel, and also learning a couple new runs to try to get into some GDQ action this year. So I think one of those is actually a co-op run with his wife Ellie on Cuphead. So Marvel Rivals for a sponsored segment. Oh, did they actually pay out this time? How you doing, BDO? Welcome in, man. They actually paid out. I tested it to see what it'd be like. I assume I will not get the full amount. I got you. Well, you know, the fact of the matter is that you like the game, right? You know, a little something for it's, you know, better than nothing, right? I actually got a segment later on today too, as well. So, funny enough, actually got one finally. Actually got one through that platform we use. But if I get the full amount, it'll be about 20% undervalue, but it'll be acceptable. Oh, okay. But if you don't, then you're just getting a poor amount, I'm assuming. But yeah, it's another it's like it's an RTS game, so I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, you missed it. You missed the hype moment, though. You guys missed the hype moment. I actually just beat a boss that I was like, when I logged onto this day, I was like, I'm gonna spend hours on this boss. There's no way I'm gonna beat this boss. And sure enough, I got it. What's up, Tove? As you guys could tell, my voice is all jacked up. So if you guys have been watching my broadcast on the other platforms, and I did actually broadcast the other night, I was doing a lot of arc raiders, and we did I've been doing characters. I've been role-playing characters, and it has been a blast. But yeah, you have to be really loud on a lot of those characters, because one of them is actually a old, like, he's like a medieval herald. And his name is Harold the Herald. So yeah, just doing a lot of yelling. But I want some cheddar for me and Ellie, so I had to at least try. Yeah, no, right? Hey, what's up, Keaton? All right, so I don't think that I can get past that spot down here that I'm looking at here. I'm literally trying to go to the exclamation points, because this game kind of progresses kind of similarly to Hollow Knight, where you have to, you know, there's certain things that you have to go and find to progress further into the game and, you know, unlock more abilities, etc., etc. Well, currently right now, I'm having a heck of a time. What was I supposed to do here? I don't even remember what I was... Nuts. I couldn't hit these, I don't think. Yeah. It was all about... It was all about hitting those things. Ah, nuts. I did this, like, when I first got the ability to do this, I did this, like, no problem. And now I'm having issues. How much do you like this game? I like it a lot. I mean, I think so for the accessibility options too, like on this game. So the graphics, obviously, you know, you can mess around with. I don't think there's anything there's not really any camera shake or anything as far as I can tell. But as far as like things like making the game a lot more accessible to play for people who don't want to spend hours and hours, there's a thing in here called eroded bosses where if you lose so many times, it'll actually start chunking out the health of the boss so that it continues to make it easier and easier. Just like there's also a thing where you can have it set to pacifist, where everything but like anything that is like the non-bosses, it will make them passive, obviously. And then there's a ground healing one where it'll add so much health back to your character as you play. But it's like, you know, once again, it's making the game to where, you know, people can actually enjoy it if they don't like getting their butt kicked all the time. For situations like that. But yeah, what you're doing is you're actually trying to, you've lost your memories, kind of similar in the way of Hollow Knight, right? Oh, even as we mourn the coordinates, we must stay focused on the journey ahead. Our journey was never the point, and you know that perfectly well. We're living and may still have a tomorrow. To me, this is what truly counts. You're clinging to the borrowed time, brother, and Klee's the one suffering for it. And so that character is kind of going to be like the Silk, you know, of this game as well. So options for every level of gamer, which is nice. No flashing lights either. That I don't know. It flashes whenever you beat a boss. That's about the time that I think that there's like a flash portion. But like, because it goes to like, the screen will go like black and white, and so I guess that could be considered kind of like a flash, but it's not like something that's like a, you know, strobe effect or anything. Probably not. Probably not. Because currently right now, this is all the graphics things that they have. They have a lot of you can increase text size and stuff like that. You got different language options, but yeah, as far as those kind of things, I think that they just don't have it. Could it be something that could be added? I'm pretty sure. I don't see why it would be a problem, especially since they have all those other options. I would assume for them it would be just a quick menu change. Hey, what's up, RP? How you doing? Okay, but I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, what we're doing here is we're actually collecting pieces of the overall body. So well, it'll show it here. So we got the eye, and then we just finished the breath. And essentially what you do is you're attuning it to this whole body up here. And then I'm assuming that whatever happens is it's going to clear out all of the there's like an alien like growth within the it's like an overall machine is kind of like how I see it. And so I'm assuming as soon as we collect all these things, it'll dispel the alien life forms on it. In the middle of a blizzard, wanted to see how you're doing. Doing good. Not in the middle of a blizzard though, so. But yeah, what I'm trying to figure out now, because we've done all these spots. See where I got exclamation points, because you can do map markers. That's where I'm trying to figure out where the heck we're going. Because, yeah, I've kind of map cleared here. Those exclamation points are things that were inaccessible to me. And I still don't know, honestly, like, if those are going to be worth trying to traverse and get to. The spot that you just seen me at that I was trying to get to may not even be worth it, to be fair. I just need to find more areas to access, because like from what you can tell here, outside of going up, I'm not seeing really a lot of leeway on where we can go and what we can do. So I'm gonna kind of be stuck for a minute until I figure whatever that is whatever that next section is that we're supposed to go to. Because, yeah, there's even a little locked section there that I don't even know how we get to it. But, yeah, there's fast travel, which is nice. So I can go up here, I can go over here. I'm actually going to go back this way because I'm wondering if there's something that I missed. Because there is a lower area where I fought the boss. But yeah, something unexpected happened, and there was actually voice acting. I was pretty surprised. What game is Atom Assault? That's the one that's going to be the campaign. It's an RTS. Alrighty then. Yeah. I appreciate it, buddy. Okay, let's go over this way. Because I'm curious. Very curious now. So this is the area that I fought the boss. That other area, yeah, there's... Looks like there's a spot below it, but I don't think I can jump down or anything. But yeah, this is where I fought the boss. It was very hard because there's so many different... There were so many different elements to it. But yeah, as we get further and further, this stuff gets nastier and nastier, the stuff that you're fighting. Alright, so this is the spot that I was at. And there's spot... Here, I'm gonna go ahead and attune to this, actually. Okay, so there is something here that I can't get to. And then if I go down... There's a spot that was up that way. I'm wondering, if we go underneath here... Oh, I forgot about you. Yeah, and so these guys are very scary. I'm trying not to touch them. But yeah, they hit like trucks. All right. Now I can go down. Oh, that's why I didn't go that way. I was hoping that that would do something. Oh, almost died. All right, let's see here. Can I make my way over to that attunement? Okay, I should be able to. Oh no, I know what's over here. He's gonna be a problem. I mean, I can kill him, but he's got this... It's like that last one that I just walked past. He's got this thing that you have to try and fight, and it is scary. Okay, there is a spot up here. What does this go up to? Does this take me all the way up? Oh. I guess I just totally forgot that this was a thing. Can I go to... So there's this... That goes all the way down. What's the in-between spot that I can go to? Oh. Yeah, this is a new area entirely. This is the area that I was like, Yeah, so there's got to be a new... This is the area that I need to find a new ability for, and I don't have it yet. And it allows you to, like, climb onto those walls. And I just don't have that. So you're going to move forward. Because I already went in through here. Or no, I didn't. I forgot that there's a robot that controls that. I'm gonna get ready for bed. Have a stellar one. Hey, you have a good one too, Jen. Yeah, just little by little, just trying to tap away at this. What is that over there? Why is there an exclamation point there? It's like if I'm not playing this every single day, like remembering exactly why I marked things and why they are in the places that they're at. Alright, let's go back. Ah, try to hit. There it goes. There it goes. Now, there's nothing there that can actually take me from place to place, but it is a safe spot, so. Yeah, this is a spot that's like kind of blocked off. Why, I don't know. All right, so that just takes us back to Haven. What is down here that I found so interesting? Was it just that spot that's got the open door? Ah, of course. Is there a spot down there? There's a spot down there I want to see. There is a spot down there, but it is very hard to get to. Bird of Prey. A modifier can be installed on your modifier. If damage inflicted on enemies temporarily increases while using the sail. Okay. How did I not see this before? That's odd, huh? Yeah, let's go ahead and remove that marker then. And then we got one down here. I think that's where the breath was. Or not. It may not be where the breath was. This was where the breath, or sorry, yeah, this is where the breath was. Been in there. That's a spot that I gotta jump up to that I haven't figured out how to get up there yet. Yeah, let's go check out this one. Let's go see if there's something there. I'm kind of curious if now the blood will let me walk through that area now. I'm kind of curious. Because yeah, if he'll let me do that, then that's gonna be very, very nice. There's a spot that I wasn't completely unable to get to because of the way that it was set up. It would not let me go past because there's the higher up entity was essentially just blowing me across the map to where I couldn't actually do anything. Okay, now I remember what this spot was. There's a way to get up there. Okay, I'm above that now. I don't need to be above that. Son of a gun. We need to be below. How do we get to down there? There's an opening or something. There we go. Ah. Yeah, still don't know what that does. I've found multiple spots with those kind of like things on them, and I have no idea what they mean. But there is a spot, I want to say... Yeah, we just saw another one of them spots. Alright. So let's see if we can find... I think below here is... That's a healing pad. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to navigate back to the main area. I think I'm just going to have to go back to where the... Yeah, let's do that. Now those are safe, so I don't need to worry about anything killing me. Alright, keep going. Beautiful. Actually, let's go ahead. Yep, let's go to the pathways. We're gonna go to the city gates. We're gonna try to find our way over to the breath. Or to the blood, I mean, sorry. I'm thinking it's gonna let me through now. I'm thinking. Locked from the other side. I've already unlocked everything. Or so I thought. love those little guys. Ah, son of a gun. Let's see where we're going. Nope, I can just walk across. I thought the travel was ending. Such a nice city with garden, so I'm glad I became not sure I believed it. Didn't see it for myself. Do you know there's an old traveler statue close by? I gotta see it. Alright, so since he's here, that's new as well. He wasn't here earlier. I'm gonna assume that it's gonna let me through, right? Nope. Oh, that's so annoying. I don't even know what's in that spot down there. There's an item down this way too as well that I couldn't get to. Oh, never mind. That was just the elevator. I just forgot to delete it. Well, that sucks. Let's try to go to... tuning chamber, I'm guessing that I need to go to? Yeah. Going right leads to nothing because it closed. I think it's closed. Yeah, it requires a seal of some sort that I do not have yet. And if I go this way, it takes me to this open area. Oh, wait. No, this is a spot that I can go to. Beautiful. Oh, did you see that? I saw that. Yeah, let's send this back down. There's an opening in that little thing there. Son of a gun. If I would have just left it down here and... Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Is there not another spot to save? I gotta go all this way? I don't want to fight you right now. There we go. This is the spot I was talking about. Old core. All right, cool. So now I can actually get another shield, which will be nice. Oh no! Didn't mean to do that. Let's try to... Yep, beautiful. Now let's just go... Okay, so there is a way to go down. Come on. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay. What goes? Oh. Traveler's log. Okay. You know how it's always sunny in here, the right temperature, always the perfect summer weather? Well, it's boring. I miss the rain, the ugly days, the cold and the dark. Miss that feeling you get when hot cocoa, comfy plate, and soft music plays in the background while it pours like hell outside. Come on, tech guys. You know I read these logs. Give us a nice winter once in a while. Alright, so the question is... We're doing this. Yeah, we got to go all the way through without touching. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm now in a different path entirely that I've never been to, so... This is all new territory. I'm gonna punch something. There's no save point all that way. You know what we're gonna attune? We're gonna go down and we're gonna get that extra heal real quick. Gotta go get that extra heal. Or the, yeah. You know what it is. The extra shield is what I meant to say. Because we got 4 right now, that should give us 5. Beautiful. Or not. What was that for then? What did that do again? Do we need to go down here and attune? Is that what it is? No? Or did it just strengthen my cores? I don't know. I thought that was gonna do something. I guess not. We move onward for glory. Yeah, we've already been down there. Whoa! Bro is not chilling. He is still chasing after me. Alright, cool. Made it through that time. Alright, we're good. Beautiful. Alright, let's go up. Making sure I'm not missing nothing. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Alright, don't go up that way yet. Alright, nothing. Alright. Nice. Now we got that. That is available to us as a spawn point. That's sick. We've already been... Yep, already been through there. Nothing up that way. Oh, great. Weather control unit. That's the guy that's pushing me out. You jerk. Oh, wow. He's gonna be fun. He's gonna be real fun. It just sucks that you gotta go so far to fight him. I'm confused. Like, didn't I just get elevator access somewhere? Do I gotta go through all of that again because I forgot to... I should have hit the elevator up? Because this thing took me to the Hall of History, whatever it was. Unless it's this elevator that does it. Oh, it's not this elevator. I must have messed up. That's my problem with this area, though. Ugh. All right, there we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this up. There we go. Yep. Should have done that the first time. That's what I should have done the first time. Actually, let's go ahead and just exit real quick. We're gonna go and heal back up. Oh. Now that we have the door open. And I'm gonna check and see what modifiers I actually have on currently. This literally helps nothing. Beautiful. Now I can head back down. Jerk. Alright, let's see. Is there a shifting... I don't think there's anything that shifts with this. I think we just go straight into the fight. No, I don't have that ability yet, so I can't do whatever this section requires of me. I'm pretty sure. Oh no! Wait, what? Can you explain to me why my hairpin's not working? I don't know why my hairpin's not working. Beeswax, braided fiber wick. Once again, have no idea what that does. That's so lame. That's super lame. So we gotta go through here still. Oh, you stinker. I'm gonna charge it up first. what's down there? So if I can somehow... Okay. Oh! Did not know that was that. Oh, you turd. Alright, let's see here. Beautiful. Oh my god! Oh! Oh. I hit Y. I hit Y, y'all. That's how I was phased. You can phase through those hits. I hit Y and it still killed me. That's so lame. Poop. I was so close too. Close to what? I don't know. But close to something. I also know that there's the boss fight down there, so... Yeah, I'll eventually be able to come back, I'm assuming, because that's what all that stuff's set up for there. No! Come on, come back down. Ah, shoot. We're doing it. Okay, so those are all gonna throw me into that. So don't want to go there. Gonna try to float up and... Hey, what's up, Sassy? How you doing? Yeah. Okay, let's see here. I hit this. What's this thing gonna do? Stackable module for the modifier center. It permanently opens 10 slots in its allocation. Ah, thank you. Thank you, God. All right, so that was worth it. What's this game about? This is essentially a Metroidvania. It is like Hollow Knight is the best way to explain it. Yeah. It's a lot of fun though. It's definitely a lot more accessible too. Son of a gun. I wish that wouldn't happened. Wouldn't have happened. I'm assuming this is all I needed from this area. I honestly don't know. Because where this takes me, it takes me like right back to the beginning. I don't want to go back to the beginning. Back to the beginning. But hopefully you had a good Sunday. I was definitely just chilling. All day. Finally streamed yesterday for the first time in a month, so it was a good day. Nice. Yeah, it's I can't believe how much I broadcasted last week, but my body was over it. Yesterday I slept so much yesterday. I think I may have slept friggin' God all day pretty close to all day. I woke up in between to like eat and stuff, but like, yeah, I didn't even go to work. I felt terrible about it, but you know, I guess I needed it. Yeah, you ain't telling me nothing. Sheesh. Overseer's pathway. Let's go to modifier center. We got 10 points now. Maintenance hook. Let me see here. Maintenance hack. Enemies leak a lot more droplets. These are both 10. Combo deals more damage. See, in this situation, this would be better because then it gives me 20 if I needed to do a, you know, a boss fight. But then I just don't get the cray from it. For each layer of protection, the MIO already has damage. Yeah, we already got that one. Explosion. Damage inflicted significantly increases while using sail. Grants the ability to slice enemies when doing the hairpin. Okay. Here, let me give you if y'all aren't following my good friend Captain Sassy, make sure you pop in and give her a follow. She does play Arc Raiders as well as a multitude of other games. And she is also someone who loves to be a good representative for people with invisible illnesses, as well as autoimmune disorders. I haven't seen you much on Purple Side, so I never get to. Oh no, so I'm never usually on there. But I did do a broadcast. Actually, I think it was yeah, on Saturday. I did the broadcast because we were doing stuff with Clutch. And so I had a bunch of people telling me, hey, like stream on Purple because like I want to shout you out and support you on there. And I just hadn't been doing it. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. The biggest thing is I was just not trying to ruin my average. And so like if I can get at least 10 to 20 viewers average, like it won't completely ruin my average. Because when I do games like this, like all my retro stuff is usually a lot. Did I go ahead and use that combo thing? Is that what I got activated? I do. I already do. Okay, so I can't. The Cray Basin stay dry. That's fair. Makes sense. Usually games like I like to stream don't do as well. Me playing what people want to watch with work. Yeah, for sure. No, I mean games like Ark are the ones that I love to play, but I could never get viewership on because it's just I mean that's just how Twitch is. That's just sadly how the platform is. You don't already have a following, you ain't getting nothing. It's just, and then if you're not high up in the listing, you don't get nothing. And realistically, like, you're not gonna really garner any growth on a game like that unless you already have a following on another platform. What's been really cool to see though is like, you know, somebody who is building a following on you know, another app like Clutch, is seeing him go from like barely scraping 2 viewers to like he went from that to like 10 viewers to 15 viewers, and now he's like sitting at like 60 to 90 on average. It just the jump that just went so massively the other direction was just really cool to see. But it's just like, all right, that just proves that like if you're putting out 1 to 2 TikToks a day and you're making good edited content, you're doing short form, you're doing long form, all that stuff, it's all going to bleed into your other platforms. And I talk about that all the time. I just haven't been in the place in my life recently to be able to just put out that content. Oh crap, I forgot. I only got him to sit down so I could set up his Twitch and make it nicer. So it's so good. Yeah, so glad to get him see. Yeah, and I think the other thing too is there's other ways to separate out his audio even more so that it doesn't hit any of his any of the platforms when he's doing clips. So there's a way to separate it out entirely from your VODs, like all of his alerts and stuff like that. Like, I need to actually go through and do it myself, because there's people like who are redeeming like the fart noises and stuff like that on my stuff, and so I'm like, yeah, I need to take that off because it's ruining potential clips and stuff for me. So I want the Tickfinity to not be on his Twitch side. Yeah. No, so there is a way to separate out those things, and the way that you need to do it is you need to separate obviously the game audio into its own file, or into its own track, because he can do this within the Elgato software, I think, that he has. But yeah, you can separate it out into its own track, the game, and then you want to put all of your stuff on your, like, for me it'll be like system, because I gotta go XLR. Yeah, so you want to separate it out to system, and then then you can have your music, your mic, all that stuff on separate tracks. Well, then when you actually go in, and what I was trying to show him is that not only can you clip things, yeah, clips are nice on like Twitch and stuff like that, they're great, but the best way to do it outside of that is to actually go in and set up a literally record all of your sessions, and then literally hit the there is a way to tag your videos, and within that you can actually go into your editor, you plop the whole video into your editor, and it'll have tags for each one of your sections. So now you have a fully like 1080p section. And now they've even come out, there's apps that have just recently come out with, you can actually separate your sources that you're recording, and it'll throw it into one compressed file. And so now you can have your full video and your full game capture, and separate out all your audio tracks, and tag each one of them for clips. So now you have like everything that's like really like streamlined and really nice and easy to go. And then if you have like settings in, like, for instance, DaVinci Resolve, you can go in and set up presets for like, you know, like your short form and, you know, your long form. And so then you can have each one of those things and just literally just copy paste each one of your things. So then, yeah, it just excites me so freaking much. Oh, I just read it. So all that you just missed all of that. Okay, back. Yeah. What was I last talking about? I was like, you just missed all of that, because I was literally in the zone. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't use that ability one. I can't use my float ability if I want to use the other one. Oh, nuts. That isn't good. Oh no! If I die here, it is what it is. Ugh. Perfect. Now these guys suck because they do double attacks. I'm trying to get him to where he does. Yep, shoot it again. Ah! Beautiful. Where did I leave off, Sassy? Where did I leave off? I'm gonna die. Son of a gun. It was splitting audio through Elgato. Yeah, so you can literally, you can split audio through that platform. I do it on my Go XLR, but what I was saying is that you can have all of your redemptions and stuff like that go to your system. And then you can have game in its own separate audio track. You can have all of your voice chat from your other team members go to its separate track. You can have music go to its separate track. You can have your mic go to its separate track. Then you can actually tell OBS within your VODs that you're recording locally to separate out that audio too as well. And then there are platforms now that have created a way to get full-size captures of your camera as well as your full video without having to do like a long like, because the way I used to be able to do this is I would have to actually stretch it out double screen size and have my video on one end and my camera on one end and my video of the game on the other, and then I would just literally just cut them and then place everything nicely that way. Well, now they actually have it to where it's a compressed file that you can have all in one thing, and so it streamlines the process entirely so that you can make really good short form. And then you have programs like DaVinci Resolve that you can actually set in presets to how those videos are set up, so you can have one for your long form and one for your short form. And so you have your vertical and your horizontal, and it is just, it's gonna make that process like so much nicer. I'm really excited about it, but I need to actually, I was saying that I need to go and I need to change that myself, because right now the way that I have everything set up is that I have it going through one thing and it's just broadcast stream mix, and then I just control everything through my Go XLR. Well, sadly, the OBS doesn't detect that. It's only getting that one file. And so when I go into my VODs, I'm only seeing one file. And so it's like, that's great for, for easily editing on the fly, but it's not great for actually like having actual audio tracks for each one of your things for VODs. So for me, it's too bad because I only stream Twitch, but I clip for Clutch through Twitch, and it drives me crazy with the sound alerts. I use Sonar GG, and it makes it super easy for control my audio with that. I mean, the Elgato software is free now. A lot of people don't know that. The Elgato software for the audio separating is free, completely free. So highly recommend that. If you don't have a mixer, I highly recommend for just audio mixing, like if you're using like a USB mic, if you get that software, it's going to be able to dial in your audio a lot better. Because what we used to have to use before is it was Voice Meter Banana, and that was the way that you could separate out audio tracks, and you could create digital audio tracks and separate out everything that way. And that's how I used to do it in the past. And then Go XLR came out with their own software. There's another company called Beacon that has their own software that's pretty phenomenal as well, with their own line of products and stuff like that. They're the ones who actually created Go XLR. Beacon did. And then they went and made their own company. And then Elgato just recently came out with their own software for their line of microphones and devices. So, oh yeah, you definitely should. I was producing a bunch of tutorial content, specifically on Go XLR. I need to go back and do some other videos on it that I want to finish up. And then I eventually want to make ones where you separate audio with Elgato. I would recommend Nutty. Nutty does a really good job on videos. And Harris Heller also does a lot of tech review stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's just one of those things, like I was doing a lot of like general advice for content creators, and I did some of those videos. My tech review videos performed a lot better, and now I kind of want to go through and make videos on things where I'm solving problems that I had when I was a creator. And so that's kind of where my brain is at for a lot of that content, because I'm like, oh, like tech stuff works more than just general advice, because there's a million general advice videos out there, and unless you're somebody that people are already interested in hearing from, they're not going to give a crap about those videos. They're not going to get recommended on YouTube, and they're not going to perform well. And so like if you're doing stuff like tech, that's, a piece of equipment that everybody has, and they're trying to figure out how to set that thing up the best possible way. And so they're going to be all about going and watching that video, because there's not a lot of videos on how to dial in their tech and make it out of the box the way that they want it. And like even for me, like sure, SM7Bs, like people want to know how they can get their Go XLR to you know, set up their audio the perfect way with their Shure SM7B. And I mean, there's so many little things like that. I even have a controller I was talking about earlier. I got a Game Sir that I got to replace this thing because it is falling apart, because I played so much Dark Souls and Metroidvania games like this one. So I got a Game Sir over there, but I haven't unboxed it yet because I got to do a video on that and unboxing it and then setting it up and using it and stuff like that. But there's just so many things that kind of go into that. It's like you always want to like make pieces of content from things that you know, just everyday like use things. Hey, what's up, Chevo? How you doing? Welcome on in. Let me see here. Yep, I've mainly just been having friends show me what to do after a lot of it, but there's still so much more I want to do. Yeah, Dark Souls is a strong part of my life before I started streaming. Yeah, I highly recommend if you actually like those series and they're not, you know, draining for you, doing crowd control and stuff like that too, and going back through and playing a lot of those. It's it makes it more interesting. I still haven't even finished. Gosh, I haven't finished Elden Ring. I haven't finished Sekiro. I haven't even played Sekiro. I've never played the Bloodborne, which because I didn't have a PlayStation, I was hoping they would release it. I'm doing good, Chevo. I'm doing good. You're actually catching me on my my indie/retro day, so welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're gonna be doing so Tuesday. And I think it's going to be set this way. Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central is when we're going to usually get on with Clutch. So that's going to be a definite day, I'm pretty sure, where I'm doing the Herald stuff. Yeah, you forgot about Sekiro, right? A lot of people did. And then we're probably going to do Thursday and then Saturday. I'm thinking Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday will be like my my Arc Raiders days. And like I said, a lot of people wanted me to be on purple, so yeah. I appreciate your guys' support though, like coming over here and watching this kind of stuff too as well. I know everybody, you know, everybody has their content that they dial in for, so I make sure to tell people exactly, you know, what days to tune in for the stuff that they like. But you know, if they want to tune in for something like this, you know, then and see me play something different and laugh and enjoy those things, I love to have you all along for the ride. So you got to run Arc when you're not busy. I've been so sick since the start of the year. I've barely been no, and I know how this you know, this time of the year goes for a lot of people who deal with autoimmune stuff, so you are completely fine. The wonderful individual that I'm going to be rating after this, she deals with a lot of nerve stuff, and winter just decimates her sometimes, and so, and she's a full-time content creator, so you know her income is heavily, you know, reliant on all this stuff, and you know she has to listen to her body, and yeah, it really sucks. Yeah, the cold is hard on me, even so that I moved up north. I'm leaving it in summer. It's so bad on my, yeah. Even more so since I moved up north. Yeah. And sadly, the only way to fix that would be to move somewhere warm, which then you got, your choices are California or Florida. And they're both heavily overpopulated and both have their qualms, you know, on one side or the other. So you gotta like pick your poison on stuff like that too. Georgia would be nice. I don't think Georgia would be too bad, you know, but and the healthcare, well, I mean, the healthcare is terrible everywhere, Tove. The healthcare is terrible. If you're living in the United States, you might as well hang it up. You're gonna be bent over one way or the other. Not going back to Florida again. I moved from Florida to Michigan after a hurricane took out my whole town. Yeah, no, that's once again, you know, that's another qualm. What I was speaking of specifically was like, you know, politics and stuff like that, where you would what you would prefer there. But yeah, you're talking just weather alone. Yeah, that's its own thing too. So Yeah, eventually going to Germany, but sadly got to go back to Texas until I can get to Germany. Okay, cool. Well, Texas is definitely warm. Texas is that for sure. It's Satan's butthole. So, left my kiddo behind in school, but I usually stay away from the topic because I get too sad. Yeah, no. And the only thing that I can comment on any of that, no matter where you lie on the political spectrum, is that if everybody could remember, and this is the biggest thing that as people, you know, especially people who get to vote, is that it's us versus them at all times. It is us versus them at all times. It doesn't matter who is in the seat, it is us versus them. So as long as you can remember that, you know, I think people would be a lot better off in their life, and you know, just be good to your neighbors, be good to the people you live next to, and there's going to be crappy people in the world no matter what. So all you can do is be the best version of yourself and try to bring a little light into everyone's life. Oh, don't even get me started. So my wife is actually she did ABA therapy for kids at a autism clinic, and so she worked with early development up to like I think it was like 5 or 6 years old. And because of where we live in Illinois, we're so far away from everybody that respects a lot of the health care and a lot of the good things that happen up north. Well, the reason why it's good up north is because it's local to all the state offices. And so the people come in and audit and make sure that everything's done right. And so like her place that she worked at last was great with the kids, but then there's the other side of it where it's just the lack of knowledge, understanding, and grace for kids with developmental issues down where we're at is so much different. Like, people will give dirty looks, people don't respect it. There's parents that don't even respect their own kids and just utilize services like that as babysitting services versus actually trying to, you know, because they can do all they can within those facilities to help those kids and develop those kids. But if those parents don't go home and keep in line with all the programs that these people are putting into place with their ABA therapy, it's never going to progress those children. And there's just so many parents that, like I said, they just use it as a babysitting service. And so my wife also worked in group homes, and then she also worked in a service where it gave people with disabilities a job to do. And down here versus up north with the group homes that she worked in up north, the state watched them heavily, so they could never do anything that was going to hurt or bring harm to any of those individuals. As we're down here, no one gets, you know, any like help from the state. Nobody stops by randomly unless it is like a huge accident that happens. Nobody stops down here because our governor has set things up to allow things to be that way. And so yeah, it's really gross. Like I said, I don't believe in any politician in the way that they set things up, because they're going to set it up to win themselves elections in the place where they know that is going to win them elections. That's why Chicago down to Springfield, Illinois gets everything done. Like, for instance, let's just even talk about something as simple as road work, right? Road work in central Illinois, it is done within a matter of 30 days, 90% of the time. Down here, any road work project, because the companies don't get paid nearly as much, and it takes so much longer because they're trying to draw out those contracts. You're talking 6 months to 3 years on road work projects. So that's how different it is from all the way up there to where I live now. It's like going back in time living down here. And I mean, that's even with all of the the rentals here, like it's like slums in a lot of places. Yeah, it gets really bad. So let me see here. I need to catch up on all the stuff because I'll go on and on and Let's see here. But yes, I'm down for running an arc with you. Let's see here. Yeah, politics. I left my kid. Germany was, so I lived in Kixingen, Germany, Tove Boy, and it was beautiful weather-wise there, I think, and personally. Like, I know, yeah, the weather was a little all over the place, but I actually loved living in where I was. If we got snow, it was usually very short, if anything. And my health issues, me needing to leave the country, yeah. I'm heavily into politics, but I usually leave it in other people's spaces. We got to try to take care of each other as much as we can. Yep, exactly. Viva Revolution! What's up, that's Chimera? Yeah, but we lost the budget changes with the new administration. My child ended up with a fractured back from a 10-foot fall, but they couldn't afford him an aid, and he follows rules, so they said he didn't need one. After the fall, magically found the budget. We lost ABA with the budget changes. Wow. Yeah, and see, then there's stuff like that too, right? It's just like, it doesn't make any sense. But like I said, I'm living in a blue state and those things are happening, you know, like, so it's like, you know, you got a red state where those things are happening, then you got the blue. That's why I say it's like they all hate us. Anyways, zero help now. Speech, feeding, physical therapy are not available. He's literally left with nothing, and it's hard. Germany has hospitals for Huntington's disease, so it's pretty much my only help of getting help with it. Your only hope of getting help with it. Got my final exam today, and I can't sleep due to nervousness. Oh, for your citizenship, Canada citizenship. That's awesome, Best Chimera. I don't support any party. I support the people who care about humans being cared for. Yep. As you should. As you should. And that's why, like, even in my state, like, our, and I don't get this. I've lived up north and I've lived down south. No one likes our governor. And so I'm like, the only people that I can think that are voting for him in mass appeal are the people who don't know about what's actually going on. And then the rich people who are continuing to put him in office. And so it's like, I just don't get it. And what blows my mind even still to this day, because I talked to my wife about it, is I'm like, if they were left without funding to run campaigns and they actually had to do door to door, like back in the 1800s, you know, like things like that. I think elections would be so much different. We would have so many like actual, like normal, like hardworking people that have had to pull themselves up by their bootstraps in office versus all these people who, you know, are doing well. And I mean, for instance, a great example of that would have been somebody like JD Vance, right? You know, he was somebody who grew up poor and grew up in a household where people had addiction issues and things like that. And I had so much hope, and he got bent into the machine as well. And so like somebody that I, you know, it's like, oh well, you're just as easily malleable as the rest of them, right? It's like you literally talked about how you were for all these people who come from these poor, you know, low income families, and you know, dealing with all these things, and then now you're going along with all these policies that are hurting so many people. And so it's just like, it's just so weird. And I watch so much stuff on so many different people, and you know, it's just whoa. Like when I listen to commentary on any of the political stuff, I always listen to every side. And when you dig deep into it, you're like, oh, they all suck. They really do. They all suck. Oh, getting your license to work security jobs. Awesome. Well, congrats. Well, I know you'll get it, Chimera. You're a bright person. So, mind you, also a veteran who's 100% retired and getting the worst care. I forget that you're a vet, Sassy. Do you not have your full? Do you not have 100%? If you aren't getting 100%, I will charge down to wherever you're living and smack somebody. I'm 100%. Yeah, no, I'm talking about your VA benefits. You should have 100% disability, I would assume, with your VA benefits. Well, what you should get and what you're getting are two entire different things, always. But yeah. Oh, I gotta go all the way back. If you're not, my dad was actually a rep. Like, he actually would help people get their benefits. And I can, depending on your situation, I can talk to him and see. I get them, but the VA is why my stomach needs a feeding tube, and they recently had the government cancel contracts for my sensitive tube. And once again, what was DT elected for? To help out veterans? And I keep hearing this, not because, once again, I know people who voted people who voted Democrat and people who voted Republican, right? And I'm hearing it from so many different sides that, hey, we're losing benefits for vets out here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's what he ran his platform on, was helping people who are in the military. Like, I get paid. So it's like, what the truth is, and, you know, everything like that is so despicable. I get paid, but it's not enough to live in a big area. No, my dad, so that's what I was asking, though. I needed to know what level your benefits were, if you were at 100% or not. Because if you're only at, like, you know, 25, 50, you are at 100%. Wow. Because my dad's at 100% in Colorado, and he says he's receiving about 3,000 to, I can't remember, it's 3,000 to 4,000 in assistance, because he had to argue for himself, but then, you know, he actually had a job doing that and getting people to make sure they get their, it's about 4,400. Okay. And it's still not enough to scratch the surface or all the stuff that you're dealing with. That is mind-blowing. No medical care within 3 hours of me. Yeah, so where I live currently right now is one of the biggest VA like clinics in the state. That is like the one benefit for people who live here who are veterans. Like, they get a lot of care here. But even here, it's not perfect. Once again, like my father-in-law, he literally has PTSD so bad he is on high alert for suicide watch, even though he would never do that. But I mean, that's everybody in his company, that the things that they saw have all passed away up from their own accord. And so, like, the things that he saw, and yet he's still, I think, at like 75% benefits, because they don't have any witnesses to testify against the things that he saw. And he's like, well, they're no longer here because of the things that they witnessed. Are you guys stupid? It's like, that should be, you know, clue enough. And so, like, he even has issues getting treatments in the places that he wants to get treatments. And yeah, and so it's still not a perfect system, but yeah, it does help if it's, you know, if you're in the right area. Not with my son having multiple therapies he needs. When I lived in Florida, my rent was like 80% of my checks being, yeah, that's wild. But I mean, I'm a big veteran advocate. And stuff like that just boils my blood. It just boils my blood so much. And I wanted to serve, like I really did. I wanted to serve so bad, and my I went to recruiters. And it's so funny. I wish I would have known this when I was younger, but I went to recruiters. I have bad vision in my left eye, where I'm almost, well, not blind, but pretty close in my left eyes. I still have peripheral, and I can still like I could play this video game, you know, with my left eye. Like I wouldn't have any issues doing that. But point being is that they were like, oh well, because of that, you're not going to be able to, you know, protect your team and things like that. Well, after talking to people who are in things like the army, they're like, they would have taken you, bro. You would have been fine. I'm like, son of a gun. But I didn't want to spend time at a desk either. You know, I wanted to be, you know, doing something, and I just wasn't. I didn't talk to the right recruiters when I was younger, and so I never got to do that. So all I can do now is just try to help, you know, help people who have served and who have been able to do those things. And I have nothing but respect and love for those people. Blind in one eye and can't see out the other. Is that what you said, Keaton? A while ago, they were more strict, and now they kind of want to let in whoever. Well, it's so funny because they talk about how strict it is now compared to what it was, and it's like, no, it's not. But lost my service dog about 2 years ago, and they can't help me get a new one either. I would have to go 3 hours away weekly for a year if I want to get one again, and I can't do that drive. Wow. So I'm assuming wherever you're moving is next to a VA VA clinic. So that you can get the treatments and the stuff that you need. Well, I don't think that, yeah, there's nothing else that I can do in this area. I think we got to go to the boss fight now. Yet. Unable to use because of modifier. Oh, I see you. I see what happened. All right. Oh no! That was almost bad. That was almost really bad. I wanted to go through that spot one more time just because well, thank you. I know you speak out a lot for that, and I also follow the girls you showed me from TikTok who also deal with chronic illnesses. I very, very much appreciate people like you. No, and kindness is so simple. Like, that's what I tell people. Kindness is so simple, but I can't tell you how many events that I've been to, even where people even treat friends who you know are in wheelchairs and stuff like that, like they're lesser than, or they're an inconvenience. And I mean, even in things like airports, like something where you would think that, you know, that would be a place where they would make things accessible for people. Like even places like that, like they just don't. They don't care. You just do not care. All right. Well, I think I did. I completed everything in this area. So we're just going to go and dilly-dally right on out of here. Let me make sure that I am finding my way out of here correctly. There we go. But yeah, like you said, you would think kindness is simple, but some people are poo brain. All right, so next thing that we got now is a boss fight. And then that's hopefully going to open up a whole other area for us here. All right, so we're gonna switch games out now for the campaign that I'm gonna be doing for a game. So if you guys just be patient with me real quick, I'm just gonna set that up. All right, exit to desktop. And then let's go ahead and go to the welcome screen, get some music playing for a minute. Turn that off.